We're just doing a quick little recording of the CSS editing we did today and some of the basic pizza.css and using the CSS designer to edit some of the objects, just to kind of get us a little more comfortable in the kind of bouncing between areas of editing. Source code for basic HTML and then some of the CSS basic properties inside pizza.css and the more advanced code snippets inside the CSS designer. So first things first, the source code. Remember in class we found the subtext here and realized that it was just paragraph. So I went in and I added strong to the text to make it bold, right? So it was standard paragraph. So I went in and added it to the HTML code. And so we could also take italic and copy the bookend, move it over here, put it right there. And now I have my bold italic typeface. Right, so we're able to edit in source code, which is what we did with all of the content, including all of our pictures. And then we started to look at what the CSS specific to our design looked like. And so we replaced the first image here, which is our image behind our title, which is right here. We edited the background image for our big banner right here, which you will see is chicken salad, which we call .beertron. And then we have the image row image, which is back here. And that currently is set to the dominoes. So just for the sake of the process, I'll change it to chicken salad, just so you can see it changes behind the our story. And so there are my images. Now, as we were editing, we also went in and changed our story box. So you'll notice mine has been changed to 90%, which is right over here for my our story. And so I could make it 80. And then you'll notice it shrinked in a little bit. I can make it 95. And then you're going to notice how big it is over here. Now, remember, we're working in live view, and I have a really good connection right now. So mine's like updating in live view really well because it's keeping up with the speed of the process. Now, you'll notice also in our story that we have our color is set to white and our background color is set to black. So just for the sake of the process, you can see it right there. I'm going to make it a deep red. So now you can see there's my deep red. I could change the our story color. So I'm going to make it like a super light red. So there it is. And so I can edit my properties, general color, background, buffer spaces like margins and padding, width of containers inside of our pizza.css. So let's go into my title head. So title head right now is set to the deep red. Title top is set to the light pink. Now let's scroll up to the regular old title. I have like a dark brown color for my background, which is my fill color. I have my image. I have my text color, it looks like, as a light gray for my title. So let's go in here and make this like a deep blue of some kind. Let's go with deep blue. So there it is. So I've edited that. Then I have my title text area here, which currently I have it as dark gray. So I'm going to go in here and just scroll up a little bit, this area right here, which is my title text. I'm going to go in here and make this, let's go with like, it's Anna's. So let's go with kind of a shade of blue here. So I have my shade of blue. You'll notice that my drop shadow, I've got this deep, deep, deep color here. So I'm going to make it red or make it black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And just from a box standpoint, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, so I have that set. Now, when I click on the edge of the container, this is what we did in class. We're going to see that it says that it's the title, which was the properties at the top here, and it's also Jumbotron. So this is where we went into our CSS designer and we found our Jumbotron. So there is the padding for it, and here is the properties for the border. And so I'm going to, let's change this to like 2. And so now you can see it completely flattens it out for my Jumbotron. So I've literally flattened this thing out. So let's go back to Jumbotron. There's my padding. There's my thing. Let's go in and crank this thing up a little bit. That's my border. And so now we have it rounded. And so let's take a look at our slogan text. That's the light pink that we have going on here. Now, that is my slogan text right there. It's font size 52. It is center aligned. It does have a black shadow on it. I actually added this black shadow, which is what we're going to do in class. Next week is we're going to add some of our own CSS code, like text shadow. And let's check out this. This is our display 4 and our title text. Now our title text is this property here, right? So we have a border style, border color black. There's our shadow, there's our margins, all that good stuff. It has a regular shadow around the box, which is black. So it's giving us all our properties. Let's go into display 4. And those are our settings, so we have that all done. And so we're able to get in here and edit. Let's go to our card box, right? So let's go down to our card box. So let's click on that. Our card box is this area down here. Now we're going to delete some of these in our next page and clear things out and make them different. But for now, we're just going to change the color of this. All right, so there it is. It has a padding. It has a padding top, padding bottom, which you can see right here. See how that padding top is about 19 pixels, and our padding bottom, which is this space right here, is bigger at 29 pixels. So for your homework, I want you to go in and make sure everything on this page is custom to your business. So all 3 background images, the logo, the 3 gallery images with the headlines and the captions all replaced, the subtext, the main title text, the descriptor, which is here, have that replaced, the image, which is here, have that replaced, the new Our Story, change in the background, change in the color, 3 cards, change the color, change the text, Beertron image replaced, and we'll be all set with our index page. Try to match the color scheme of your website so that when we get in and edit our page number 2, we're going to remove the gallery. We're going to make some different edits. We'll talk about this nav bar, which is called BG Light. So if we go over here to our current tab and go to BG Light, you're going to see that it is light blue currently. Let's go in and lighten it just a little bit more. So now our BG Light is that color. we're going to go in and do some customization inside the CSS, which will apply to all pages. So we don't necessarily have to do that for index.html because we're going to edit them. But just kind of a preface for Friday. All right, gang. Have a great midweek.